allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. 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 It's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 Bitch, one of you was flat. All right, we have the first 7 minutes of the Housewives of Potomac. And they have given us drama off jump, off rip, in a way that has impressed me much. Oh, say they got the look, say you brought the touch. I won't say it's wrong, reenactment was right. A dramatic reenactment of Karen's DUI from her POV. I mean, we had blurred vision. We had deer in the road. We had tires. We had screeching. We had moving steering wheel. I mean, they gave us car skirmish, road brawl. I have to say, Giselle, I am impressed that you're not trying to dig the knife. You seem a little concerned. And I think, being a butt ain't gonna get you far. It's not time for you to be poopy boo. We're over it. We don't need you being a jerk and a jack. So I'm glad you've seen the light. And that ain't your mission. It seems like Ashley's going to twist the knife the most. I never thought Karen would be a repeat offender. And you also thought you were set for life in your post-nup, but you ain't get shit. But all you ended up was a place to pitch Georgia tittin' awning next to your mama. You thought like Lit. Lit thought he part, but he shit. So your thoughts don't matter to me. They don't matter to your husband's money either. But Karen don't give us accountability. I'm sorry, Heifer, but I know your parents passed. I am sure you miss them. I know grief hurts. It's a little, if they had just passed, I could have seen the DUI with grief. We all could have let it pass. It's too late in the game to be pulling that out with your parents. And your marital problems with Ray, baby, you need to enjoy every day because tomorrow ain't promised. Like you ain't looking at your watch tapping your toe. Giselle said, well, you look like you take care of yourself. All right. I am looking forward to it. Bravo. It's like, we back, baby. We back. But let's get to some more hot topics. Yes, let's get to some more hot topics. In never gonna happen, 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 never gonna happen news. Luke Bryan weighs in on Beyonce's CMA Awards snub. If you're gonna make country albums, come into our world and be country with us a little bit. Beyonce is the definition of the elusive chanteuse. Beyonce don't even show up in the studio. Like, you really think she's gonna hang out with y'all in Nashville? You think she needs to prove herself by spending time at a honky-tonk? This is Beyonce. She can't go anywhere without it becoming a national event. The level of security, she would shut Nashville down. I don't think you understand what it truly would be to be eclipsed. To be eclipsed. Hang out and act country with us. She don't hang out. Now, act country she do, but not hang out. In more never gonna happen news, Lady Gaga said Michael Polanski proposed to me after we went rock climbing. Life is hard enough. And you telling me you're Lady frickin' Gaga and you had to go out and rock climb to get a man. Is that why I'm single? Because I'm not out there rock climbing. And she's probably right, because it's always them healthy going to do camping and shit couples that stay together. I don't know. I don't need to be that sweaty outside with somebody. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. And in Never Gonna Read It news, Kim Porter's fake tell-all has been removed from Amazon after outrage from her and Diddy's children and Al B. Sure. I was gonna peep at it, but I was like, this ain't real. This was an AI book. In snack food news, Flavor Flav is now a Flavor Genie with his deal with Smart Food Popcorn. They've got a Dorito, a white cheddar, sweet and salty kettle corn, and a movie theater butter. I have to say, I am loving Flav's glow up. Like, he was, like this friendly dad type at the Olympics, and now he's out here selling popcorn. He's getting on his Snoop Dogg, and I respect it. I respect it. Sierra addresses critics of her fashion choices and says our opinions don't matter. And I am glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, because as long as you keep thinking our opinions don't matter, the truth is they don't. But we get to have fun laughing at what you put on because our opinions don't matter. So then we can laugh heartily. Laugh heartily. And you don't even be dressing that bad. But when it's something I feel is a little worth a giggle, I'm a giggle. And I'm glad that it doesn't affect your feelings, because I was going to giggle regardless. Black China has been sued for $50 million for $10 million for by this man named Now Twin, or maybe just Twin, saying Black China assaulted him in his sleep, and he looks puffed up. We beat people up in our sleep. I've heard of that. I remember I had a dream that a bus aide was getting on my nerves, and I woke up fighting her. And I was like 9, and I still remember that. So I guess it can happen. Jim Jones has got on Instagram rapping and crapping, begging Chrissy and her mole to come on home. Why? I mean, this girl got down on one knee like a fool and proposed to you. Y'all had a reality show about getting married. Why should she come back? Why? I mean, I think, you know what? I think when Jim Jones wake up in the afterlife, his personal purgatory, I'm not going to say hell, I'm going to say purgatory, but he going to have to be married to Chrissy for 100 years and her mole for 200. I could see it. In more presidential news, Kamala Harris makes her views on gardening clear that people shouldn't be going to jail for it. Thank God. And America could really use a new industry. It's a strong, weather-resistant crop. But we have some get news regarding Praz and the Fugees. So Praz has sued Lauryn Hill for fraud, saying that her lateness, her chronic lateness, made her North American tour be canceled, and she wouldn't allow an audit of the tour. However, Lauryn came back with a clap back. She said, look, Praz, me and Wyclef gave you all the advance money for the tour so you could pay for your lawyers because you're facing 20 years in prison. And we knew this would be your last payday. We absorbed the cost of the tour for your broke butt. Don't be coming over here trying to sue. This is bullshit because you need more money to keep your lawyers working round the clock as your sentencing date nears. I actually, for once, believed that Lauryn was on time for Praz's bull. She said, I'm going to be ginger with him. I'm not going to kick him when he's down, but the truth must be told. Speaking of telling the truth, George Santos is still lying, saying that J.D. Vance was keeping it natural at last night's debate, and there wasn't any eyeliner in sight. You know, I don't know if you were lying or you're just a bad drag queen that can't spot cheap makeup, but I spotted that clumpy Maybelline from a mile away. I don't know why you can't do the same. Well, I do know why. Because you're inept and you're unable. Speaking of inept and unable, Kylie Jenner felt like a real princess at the Disneyland Paris runway shoot. And I'll tell you why you felt like a Disney princess, because like a plastic doll, your face also doesn't move. Your face doesn't move. So I would feel like a princess too, or like a living doll. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are getting a season 2 at Hulu. I was planning on finishing, but this will give us some renewed interest. Bravo! Don't let Hulu start getting some more franchises. They coming for your neck, heifer. They coming for your neck. Reality TV isn't dead. Bravo just needs to take more risks and hire better production. I think it's time for out with the old and in with the new. And speaking of out with the old, Eric Benet said he was at an award show and Joe Jackson was sitting behind him and would lean forward and whisper Halle Berry's name in his ear and laugh. This is when I feel like old people could use a decking. Because I'm sorry, just because you are over 60, these hands are rated E for everyone. If you're going to act youthful, I'm going to treat you like a young buck and buck up. You was knucking, I'm bucking. I'm sorry. A smooth, swift drawing. He needed it. Just because you whip Michael ass don't mean you gonna whip mine. Telling you here, telling you now. Nia Love says she doesn't feel bad for not telling Finesse 2 times that the child he believed was theirs might belong to another man. I'm not mad at her either, because I'm sure Finesse 2 times tried to finesse more than 2 times. So she's like, I ain't gonna say nothing until it's necessary. And I'm with her. I'm with her. And I'm disturbed news. There's going to be a live action hybrid-y Rugrats movie. A live action CGI hybrid. Oh God, it's gonna be cats all over again. We don't need no big baby. Oh, it's gonna turn into Califrickin' No. No, get your ass in the animation studio and do what's fucking right. I'm tired of people always trying to take the lazy way out. CGI, CG ass. I am a loon. Well, those were today's hot topics from this bottom. But I'm going to see you soon for some. For our live after show for Real Housewives of New York. That'll be on at 4. And I hope everyone comes in and tells us how they feel about the first episode.